Today I'm on a little day trip to Mount Tanzawa. It's around an hour and a half away from Tokyo by train, and it only costs around 1,000 yen. So it's a pretty good price. This is the main area before you start your hike, and there's this bridge that looks a lot like the Golden Gate Bridge that you cross, and it basically begins your hike. This area is actually really nice. And if you look over here, you'll see a bunch of mountains and mountains over there. And you basically go through those mountains to 3 different mountains until you reach Tanzawa, and you get to a lake, and then, well, I believe you take a bus back, but I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. Okay, so we're on our way up the mountain. I forgot what the first mountain was called, but this is the way we came from. And this is the way up, and we found a kiln over here. Well, I guess we didn't find it, we just passed by one. Ohio. And it's probably, I mean, it's pretty cool. We can't go in because it's apparently private property. Greg already went in, I don't think he knew. Yeah, and these are the kilns. So if you want to make pottery and stuff, you can do that. That's James. We've been climbing up for about 15 minutes, and this is the view from, I actually don't know the altitude, but I'm gonna say at least a meter high. At least a meter high, yeah. So if I turn around back this way, this is the hiking trail. We're going this way because there's a little viewing platform that's 300 meters, oh my goodness, sorry, I can't speak, I'm really out of breath. 300 meters off course, so it's gonna add a total of 600 meters to our little hike, and I'll show you the view once we get to the viewing platform. So this is the view from the viewing platform. We came from over there. As you can see, I've caught my breath. Yeah, I was running along. I had to catch up and like grab it, and yeah, now I got it. Anyways, as you can see, that's the view. Those are the, I believe, rice paddy fields. They might not be, I might be wrong. And as you can see, that mountain right there is called the mountain, and that town is called the town. And yeah, it's pretty nice. And that's Greg, and that's James. All right, so we're like maybe 900 meters above sea level right now, and we're walking on the ridge of a mountain. And as you can see, I believe that's the mountain I climbed last week called Oyama, or a part of it anyway. And as you can see over there, you can see that the colors are changing. So it's November in Japan, so leaves change colors pretty late here compared to Canada anyway. And yeah, I think we're like 3 hours into the hike, so konnichiwa. All right, so we're about 1,200 meters high. I should include that. And as you can see, that's the same city that I showed from the last part. And that city's called, and that mountain back there is called the mountain. And if you look over there, you could see the ocean.
Break off a bit.
It's pretty cool. And that's the path that we came up from. And we're still not at the top. As you can see, we still have a ways to go. But it's pretty, because over there you can see that the leaves are definitely changing color. All right, so we're a little bit higher.
Slightly higher.
Sorry, I just inhaled a calorie mate, so it's very dry. So anyways, that's the same town that I was pointing at before, the town. And now, because we got so high, we could see the town over there. It's right next to a mountain. And we're going up this way. That's Greg, and that's James. All right, we're pretty close to the top now. I'd say, like, honestly, I can't tell anymore. Feels like we've been here forever. That's the path we came up from, and that's James. And that's a little store that rips you off. 400 yen for 500 milliliters?
Yeah, well, not even like 300.
Yeah, maybe like 350.
Yeah, 350, right?
Yeah.
Huh? How many mils of water you got? That many.
350. I'd say. Yeah, it's 400 yen, which is like maybe $6 Canadian. It's really expensive. I'm just gonna wait for a river. Anyways, I want to show you the view from over here. It's a very candid shot. So if you see over here, you can see how the colors change as you climb. A lot of orange trees, a lot of trees with the leaves that have fallen off. It's a pine tree ridge over there. It's pretty cool. Anyways, that's all. All right, so we're up in the clouds now. As you can see, that's a mountain peak. We're on one of the mountain peaks. I don't actually know which peak we're on. I should really figure this out.
We're on like Shutomaru.
We're on what?
Shutomaru.
Apparently that's the mountain we're on, Shutomaru. I don't know if he's lying to me, but you know, I trust him with my life. So this is where we're going, towards there, and then I think across this ridge, and then we hike down. So we came up this path over here, and if you go towards here, you'll see what I showed you guys before. That's now we can see pretty much all of town, and that's the town. We're up in the clouds, so it's really foggy. Yeah, and a little bit of mountain right there. It's getting some cute little sunlight. Anyways. All right, so we got to the peak finally. Apparently I was wrong about the last peak. This is the real peak. And we met this cute little Shiba Inu.
She's like, oh, I'm done. I'll stay.
Okay. Oh! That's so cute. Yeah, look at this like little cute little guy. Just climbing a mountain like it's nothing.
She's 7. She's so like.
She's so good.
Yeah, so this is the peak. And I see, I'm not sure what that is, but yeah. All right, so we're finally on top of the mountain. I was definitely wrong. This is the peak. Last bit was not a peak. Anyways, so as you can see, the views are very, I believe in Japanese, they would say pretty. If you go over this way, it's actually really interesting because on this side, it's very foggy, so you can barely see anything. But on this side, it's relatively clear. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you want to know which way north is, this is north. Look at that. Cool. What's up, Jake Paulers? All right, so we're at a ridge going towards Mount Tanzawa. I don't actually know the mount. Where were we?
We were on Mount Takanada.
We were on Mount Takanada, which means in English, it means
Canadian.
in English,
Yeah.
and in Canadian.
Yeah.
So we're just walking by this path. Okay, so we came from over here, and now there's around a kilometer left that we have to walk along the ridge, and then we'll get to Mount Tanzawa. And I thought this view was really nice. And again, that's the city. I am so sorry, my 55,000 million subscribers. I have forgotten to record the peak of Tanzawa, and it is at least 5 minutes this way, and I'm not going back there. There's no way.
Disgrace upon your family.
Yeah, disgrace, honestly. Luckily, James, my boy, said that he took a picture, so I'll just put that up.
Not of us, of like the thing.
Ah, that's good enough.
The monument.
They don't care. No one watches my
No
videos.
one wants to see that up top. It was.
Hello again. We are now doing something called descending. And as you can see, the mountains are beautiful. My legs are shaky. I am what they like to call in Japanese, tired. Yeah, I just thought I'd record a little bit of me hacking down. It's something. Alright, again, a bit of an odd way to end the video, but I'm back at Otsuka Station. And basically the entire trip took around 6 hours. Well, not the entire trip, sorry. The hike took around 6 hours, and took an hour and a half to go to Mount Tanzawa, both ways. So right now it's 8 o'clock, and in total I was out since 7, and now I'm back at 8. So wow, 13 hours, not bad. Anyways, I guess that's how where I'll end the video. Rap, 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 rap. Beep, 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 boop, 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 pop. Zip up. Zap.